where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense set on first down. The give out of the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
To the air, it's Miguelthrd. He finds his man. Smashes through the tackle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
That's reeled in. It's Miller. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Steps away to find some room. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And the ball squirted out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Quarterback moving. The 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Caught over the middle. It's Ibuka. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Howard. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision. decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. With the catch, it's Miller. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
Running back searching for a hole. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking down the left side. Snags it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Scanning the field, it's Howard. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ibuka. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Ohio State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the play fake. Trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the tackle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put
a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Alabama! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. On the run, still looking. He's going to run it. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown tie! Lining up for the PAT.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house for the 6th to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
From the gun. They'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Miguelthrd. They're trying to get to him. He fires one deep over the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown in the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand.
He's going to throw deep right side. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Well, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point splits the upright. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Throws to the tight end. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Howard. He's got the back in the middle. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to do it here in the 1st half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Back out there. Nothing went right in that 1st half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Looking to pass, it's Howard. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ibuka. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Extending the play. He throws one to the left. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, look out, there he goes. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and then next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Buys a little time with his feet. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Snap it to the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Looking for the 2-point try. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Ohio State, 8.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Miguelthrd. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown time! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 56, Ohio State.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations.
Fires one high and deep. Ball in the air, intercepted! And after the interception and the turnover, this defense